We can't even joke about how long it's taking to unlock tech, because it's not even funny anymore. But today we did open up 7 engines, and we'll see just by itself how good it is. Making this base, which already you can see only one ram from the right side, should take more time against both normal players and seekers. So we can try a few attacks. And whether or not 7 engines ranks us up, we're still gonna keep on going because there's a lot of good stuff right after. Here we got this guy. He's got 100 troop health, 200 troop damage, so pretty sure he's running Seekers and Defib. Maybe we gotta run something a bit similar. So I think we can try like maybe 1 HC, even 2 lasers and Sparky, and then 5 Seekers on the right side. Lasers because there's 2 engines and a lot of buildings. And we can try that out. So on the left, 1 flare with these guys, and Seeks on the right. Want to group them together because, well, our Seekers aren't that strong. Tiny Shock as needed, and of course he missed that Shock Mine. And on the left, we'll just do, I guess, 1 Cryo Bomb, just to slow down that stuff. Otherwise, it's keep on doing enough Cryo Bombs on the right side, and Tiny Shocking the cannons, boom cannons. Not so much machine guns because I want to care about the single point. Keep on doing Cryo Bombs right there. And maybe like 1 of Sparky's critters, help out on this side. Right side Seekers are sorta dying. So just trying to manage both left and right. Left side is also dying, so we'll do maybe 1 more critter pretty soon. And now just enough Tiny Shocks on the right, and hopefully those 6 are enough. Left ones are looking okay, so we'll do a few more Tiny Shocks. But getting 3 minutes isn't too bad. Though of course, these guys with 200 troop damage and probably defib, they can get much faster. We probably can't beat them until we got some more building damage and maybe protos. So like that guy with 37, see what he did. Looks like Seekers, and we're here defib just to take down or distract shock launchers. Which also works too, because it's essentially critters when we don't have critters this season. And helping with that last engine. So against those guys with everything, we probably need some more stuff. But pretty soon we got some good defenses. Building damage. Here maybe even a hot pot against both Seekers and Defib. And then 2 damage amps. But versus some other guys, maybe it still works out. And here we got another 7 ER. He does have 200 troop damage, but only 50 troop health. This one's a bit more defended, so we can try mainly HC lasers from one side. And we'll just see which side works better. He does have no shock launchers, so we could try just Seekers from one side. And looking at it now, it might be a bit safer, especially with 0 shock launchers. So going with, we can do 3 HCs and 5 Seeks. And then if you notice, we go from the right side, it's just engine to engine. Keep on going around the base. It is a safer approach, and we're just flaring HCs to distract cannons, boom cannons, and everything else. So start with the first one over here. 3 Choppas and Sparky. And after like a second or two, can drop the Seeks. Before the Seeks get there, that's when you want to go ahead and flare. And not doing Cryo Bomb too much, trying to save it for the back end or a bunch of mines. As soon as heavies clear those mines, now we can keep on flaring. Seekers did spread weird, so some might go on the left. But it looks like not too much to worry about. Sparky's dead, but that's okay. We'll do 1 more Cryo Bomb right here. And all of our H's are dead too, so just keep on moving everything along. We do want to move all the heavies on the left side. And kinda just hope that the Seekers last long enough. And do another Tiny Shock for that machine gun. Not too much GBU yet. So do want to save our last Cryo Bomb on the Gym Cannon. And slow it down right now. And then just do a flare kind of all the way across. 1 more Tiny Shock on that machine gun. And just hope these heavies can do enough to distract other stuff. 1 last Cryo Bomb, just enough GB. And yeah, it's a messy hit, which we barely got. But in that one instance where there's no shock launchers, I think you can try that with reasonable success. If it doesn't work, maybe lasers work too, but a chance you lose on time. Then in this case, we had a pretty good lead. And here we got a super nasty 6ER. He's got max rockets and everything. And on these ones, I don't take any seekers anymore. Just trying to keep it safe and slow using choppas and lasers. My go-to is 3 choppas, 5 lasers, just for the added damage. And always tiny shock mortars, especially if there's any risk of them hitting lasers. And as far as normal mines, rockets, shock launchers go, just do cry bombs on that end. So we'll get this engine last. I like going from the left side, and we'll try that out. We'll do 3 HCs and pretty much everyone. Don't have to worry about delaying anything because we're gonna tiny shock. Now maybe we can avoid cry bombing any of these mines, and just see where everything goes. It should split left and right, and we can do maybe a tiny flare on the right side pretty soon. That rocket's annoying, so we'll do, I guess, 1 medkit. If it's on the right side, usually it looks at choppas, so sometimes you can get away with just a medkit. And as soon as this engine dies, we'll go ahead and flare on the left side. Get that right now. And here we can just try 1 cryo bomb. If there is heavies or critters in front, you can avoid tiny shocking that. But as far as the right side goes, those rockets are annoying. Already losing a few lasers. Gotta tiny shock at least 1 of them. And here we'll do 1 more cryo bomb, especially on that rocket. And then just let these guys go. Yeah, we did lose a few lasers, which sucks. But as long as we have other stuff going ahead, it isn't always a big problem. Maybe you gotta do 1 medkit, but so far looks okay. Just want to save a cryo bomb for the back end. We got maybe like half of our lasers alive. I don't know where these lasers are going. But those critters might be enough to finish off this side, then go for the last engine. So waiting just a bit, we got enough heavies over here. And maybe do 1 more critter right now. Because critters are like the frontline defense, then there's heavies, and then lasers for the damage. Do you want 1 more cryo bomb over here? Boom mines and normal mines? And after this engine goes down, you can do that final flare. Even a bit soon because we got a bunch of critters. And on this back end, just a couple tiny shocks. Protect lasers or heavies. And here it's by no means a good time. In fact, we're losing most of our lasers. But now that we're 7 engines, and these rocket bases might not have tons of offense, could be okay. It's better you try a safe hit that works for you, than try being too aggressive and losing everything. And here we got another nasty base, also max rockets, a bit of a different design, but might work better with lasers. In fact, since we're not gonna move around too much, if you want to be even safer, take 1 more choppa. We'll start on the left side over here, again tiny shocking nearly every mortar, and then just trying to only use cryo bombs for mines and rockets. Some rockets maybe you still got a tiny shock, but we'll see how it goes. So on the right over here, drop pretty much everyone, tiny shock that mortar. And maybe as this engine goes down, we can do 1 flare on the right side. Keep everyone just together. Especially with lasers, they can do more damage. Now on the right we'll do 1 cryo bomb across the gap, because it clears mines and slows down the rocket. As the left engine goes down, we can do 1 side flare right here. And again, we'll try not tiny shocking it because we got heavy chops, we got critters. Just hand on medkit just in case. Though as lasers are getting closer, I guess we have the GB, so we'll just tiny shock it anyways. That mortar we gotta worry about. Do we have to tiny shock? Right now it's looking at critters and then heavies. So this one I think we'll just leave it. Now let heavies go on the right side, got a few lasers on the left. Gotta watch out for those mines, so maybe 1 more flare in a bit. Get that right now. And to be safe, I mean it's almost dead, so we'll just leave that mortar alone. And after this engine, do 1 final flare on the left side. Gotta wait a few seconds. In fact, I can flare a bit early and just let any critters, if there are any, finish it off. So one more flare a bit more left so we get a good angle. And then one of Sparky's critters to help do more distraction. Luckily we can Cryo Bomb right in that corner between both shields. And then just keep everything slowed down, one more Cryo Bomb once that one expires. Good thing is Cryo Bombs last a full 10 seconds, so got some room. Do some more Sparky's critters. Since we have no more Cryo Bombs, just hope that's enough. The more we do Sparky's critters, more chance we have at making sure everything stays protected. And as soon as the shield goes down, that's pretty much it. Just a touch faster than last time, but the safest way I've seen to hit these nasty bases. And that's also enough for 23, finally get that chest. As far as next steps go, we are just gonna keep on going forward in 7. This first proto we can get between a Shock Blaster and Doom Cannon. I like Doom Cannon because not only does it kill Seekers, it can damage heavy chops. Shock Blaster does do a bit better against Defib later on, but I think Doom Cannon just gonna be more worth it. After that we'll get 50 more troop damage, 50 building damage, both really strong. And after all that, probably get another 50 troop damage. Since there's so many troop stats at 7, it's really gonna help out both lasers and choppas. Beyond that, we're not really sure. Could be going towards Defib if that's strong, or maybe if full HCs are strong, you can use Brick instead. Or a third option is go back for more defense like Hot Pods or Damage Jabs. Luckily we have a few days to decide, and can see what's best. So 7 engines might be a solid push. That's gonna be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.